I peered through the window, but the place was too dark. The door was in a terrible state, but the lock was brand new. Someone was obviously still using this place. The door was locked. I couldn't force it. All was quiet. The door had nothing remarkable about it. I couldn't open the door. I couldn't open the door. I couldn't open the door. It was locked. The door looked well made. I couldn't open the door. It was locked. The door was shut fast and wouldn't open. I couldn't open the door. It was locked. The door was locked. I had no way of opening it, short of throwing a brick through the window. It was the red Jaguar that had nearly run me over. The killer clearly had a connection to the theater. It looked like I was on the right track after all. I could see the mask the traffic warden had described. I was in the right place, all right. It was an advertising billboard. It looked long enough to reach across to the other side of the alley, and that was where I had to go. The base of the billboard was attached by metal clips. I had loosened the clips, but the billboard didn't budge. I had loosened the clips, but nothing had happened. It was a gamble, but my options were limited. Success! I was risking death with every step, but so what? I felt like I was under a death sentence already. God, that was close. I was trapped on the theater side with no way back. There was somebody coming. I had to hide. The popcorn stand was my only option.
I shall miss Paris, my dear. It has been charming, has it not?
I shall never forget it.
But the city is becoming unstable, and we have no need of this space.
When will we leave?
Soon. My plans are working out perfectly.
Of course.
Yao!
It seems that we have a visitor.
Is this the right place for the audition? You again!
Aha, so this is the girl. Petra, my dear, you must introduce us.
Nico Collard? Senor Susaro.
We have never met, and yet our lives have crossed.
For the worst.
In your case, that will certainly be true. Flap!
So, Bruno and I came to Paris. It was the first time I'd been back since the last time. I was on the trail of Cesaro and the Dragon Power. We waited till it got dark. Then Bruno led me through the back streets to the place he suspected. I waited while he checked the readings on his mysterious device.
My calculations indicate that this is the place.
Behind that wall? Are you sure?
My machine tells me it is there, and I have no reason to doubt it.
Okay. Well, let's get inside and take a look.
No, I am not going in there. I said I would bring you here, and that is what I have done. I am not going in there.
Bruno, you're just being paranoid.
No, it is only paranoia when they are not out to get you.
Okay, Bruno, you stay here. Bruno, are you sure this is the place?
Yes, here is the place the machine is indicating.
Well, if the machine said it was so, I wasn't going to argue. How's everything, Bruno?
Oh, everything is tickety-boo. Apart from the fact I have a crazy man trying to kill me.
Are you sure you don't want to come with me?
I think I will be better out here, thank you.
How reliable is that machine? I mean, how many of these Earth power sites have you found with it?
You understand nothing.
It's not about understanding. It's about believing. Hey, that machine sure is a piece of work. Homes in on ancient dust, huh?
You are quite a witty man, I think, Mr. Storbat.
You know, I like to keep things cheery.
I find it very tiresome. Please desist.
Sure. By the way, this place doesn't look right to me.
But the readings are very strong. Maybe you missed something.
Bruno had risked a lot to bring me here. I wasn't about to go sightseeing. Locked. Maybe from the other side? Novels and short stories by the look of it. Kids' books. Shame it wasn't open. I still had a couple of gaps in my Tintin collection, and this could have been just the place. It was a large recycling dumpster. I wondered what sort of things the French recycled. It was a large recycling dumpster. The door was locked tight. I'd have to find another way in. The lid had been propped open. The window was latched inside. One of the panes was smashed, leaving a gaping hole. Suddenly, I was very scared of what lay ahead. Aha! The window opened easily. I found myself in a book repository. I hoped to find something useful, but I was out of luck. I could see very little in the dark. I needed more light. Nothing happened. It was a light switch. Locked. Maybe from the other side? Books on cryptozoology, care and feeding. Imagine keeping a yeti as a pet. Think of the hairballs. Yuck. Books on cryptozoology, care and feeding. Books on cryptozoology, care and feeding. Books on cryptozoology, care and feeding. Books on relationships, looking for love in the strangest places. I made a mental note to stay away from bookshops for the rest of my life. A small metal filing cabinet. The labels on the drawers indicated that they were for storing the bills and paperwork. The drawers wouldn't open. They were securely locked. Books on conspiracy theory. On the shelf below, the label read, Conspiracy Practice. I had no reason to try that. That wasn't such a good idea. Books on sex. Nobody ever accused George Stobart of being scared to learn new tricks. The Kama Sutra. Of course, people had more joints in those days. Sex, a one-man mission. Well, only if you can't find a woman. Problems in the sack. Ah, I see. That should be in the vegetable section. Books on sex. This was a strange section. Secret doors and tunnels, construction and maintenance. There was a little plaque on the top of the shelf. These books kindly donated by the governor of Alcatraz. Just some filing cabinet drawers. The labels on the drawers were old and unreadable. The filing cabinet was locked and I didn't have the key. Books on the occult and the paranormal. Sacrifice Made Easy. 101 Ways to Kill a Goat. The perfect Christmas gift. Books on the occult and the paranormal. It was just a door. Nothing interesting about it. Locked. Maybe from the other side? The room was just a storeroom. Nothing happened. The trap door was set flush into the floor. A ladder led down into a well-lit passage. It looked like Bruno could be right. It was like something from a horror movie. I half expected to hear screams coming from inside. Hey, they got a show. It was some kind of a rehearsal. As a one-time director of the Idaho Players, I was no stranger to the thespian arts.
Where is it? We must have the location.
I tell you, I don't know.
Ah!
Let me do this properly. I know I can break her.
As you wish, Petra.
I'm not scared of you, you bunch of thugs.
Bravo! Ooh!
Senior Cicero, sir. Sorry to bother you.
Yes, what is it now?
We got a little problem downstairs.
Do be precise, Flap. What kind of a problem?
An intruder problem. A guy's getting killed problem.
Ah, just as I was getting comfortable.
Cesaro! This was no rehearsal. And the girl giving the Oscar performance was my old friend Nico.
This is very tiresome. You will stay here, Miss Collard. Don't try anything.
Some hope. What do you think I'm going to do? Ask the audience for help?
Flap, you watch her like a hawk.
Like a hawk, Senior Cicero.
The name is Cesaro. Senor Cesaro. Do try and make an effort, Flap, or I shall have to kill you too.
There was no point in coming all this way for nothing. I had to know why this place was so important. The panel controlled the sound. Nico really needed my help. The sound equipment controls were completely wrecked. How was I going to help Nico? The panel was wrecked beyond repair. I needed to find a way to help Nico. This panel was broken too, wrecked on purpose. I needed to find a way to help Nico. I didn't want to take one with me. Popcorn buckets lay strewn across the counter and floor. Normally, I was prepared to kill for popcorn, but this didn't look too appetizing. Dust and Weevils, my favorite theater snack. I was wasting time when I should have been helping Nico. Wow, it was a classic cash register. I remember these from when I was a kid buying candy. This wasn't the way to help Nico. Maybe there was some cash still inside. Well, the drawer was jammed, so I guess not. Damn, Just my luck, no soda. Trying broken machines wasn't gonna help Nico. That wasn't the right approach. There wasn't a reason to try that. I had no reason to try that. It was locked and wouldn't open. The door probably led to a pantry or a storeroom. It was some kind of old drinks maker. The kind where you had to mix the syrup and the soda yourself. Just 2 flavors, lemonade and cola. Nico could die while I was wasting this time. I couldn't open it because it was locked. I kept thinking of Nico's desperate situation. I couldn't risk going on stage while the thug was still there. He'd hear me before I moved an inch. Whoa! The gangways were dangerous. They'd fallen away in places. It was a long way down. The rope held up the lighting rig. The lighting rig lowered part of the way, but then jammed fast. I hoped this would get his attention. Heads up, buddy. Well. Nicole Collard, tied to a chair, needing to be rescued. Again.
George! Don't just stand there. Untie me!
You know, this is becoming a habit. Maybe you should seek help. Okay.
Come on! Hurry!
Jeez, these knots are tight. Aha! Got it. Seriously, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. And it is good to see you. Your timing's perfect.
It always was.
So, how's Idaho, George?
Same as ever. It's a great vacation state. You ought to visit sometime.
Got any friends who'd put me up?
I could put a word in for you.
You're a real sport. Why the sudden interest in theater?
I'm on the trail of a guy who killed one of my clients, a man called Cesaro.
That's the maniac who captured me.
I know. I was watching from the stalls. Thought you were pretty good, by the way.
Thanks. I wasn't looking forward to the next scene, though.
Yeah. Those guys, they got their own special twist on the word corpse.
So tell me about Cesaro.
Cesaro connects back to the Neo-Templars.
Surprise, surprise. That explains idiot guy over there.
So why are you here?
The blonde. She killed the guy I was due to interview. Tracking her down brought me here.
We're working on the same case. Now that's amazing.
Only if you believe in coincidence. Do you?
No.
Me neither. Come on, George. We can't sit around here all day.
Flap believed in traveling light, just his IQ and his gun. Me, I just put faith in the old IQ. Nice to see someone else with a headache for a change. I knew the guy all right. He used to work for the Grand Master. Flap, they called him. Last time I'd seen him, he was falling from an express train in Scotland. Just too butt-ugly to die, I guess. It was one heck of a shot, but I guess the cleaners wouldn't be too pleased. Ah! Damn, that's hot! What an incredibly dumbass thing to do. Nope, that wouldn't work here. I thought about it, but decided not to do it. The old stage light was kicking out a lot of heat. No way was I touching those lights again. Nico?
Yes, George?
I wonder if you could help me out.
It depends on what you want.
So, Nico, you still a reporter?
Not according to my editor.
Well, what happened? You get fired?
No, I quit first.
So, why did the blonde kill the guy you were interviewing?
He was trying to contact me. Said he had information about all this weird meteorological stuff going on. Said the world was going to end.
I thought about it, but decided not to do it. Not this time. The heat from the old stage light was almost painful. It was an old stage light burning brightly. No way was I touching those lights again. No way was I doing that. That wasn't the right approach. That wasn't the right approach. This panel was broken too, wrecked on purpose. There wasn't a reason to try that. I had no reason to try that. The machine was empty. There was no point in coming all this way for nothing. I had to know why this place was so important. Not this time. There wasn't a reason to try that. I had no reason to try that. Nico?
Yes, George?
He was out for the count. The old stage light was kicking out a lot of heat. But I couldn't reach it from the floor. It was an old stage light burning brightly. Now that wasn't quite right. No way was I touching those lights again. Locked. Maybe from the other side? I stuck my hand into the box and grabbed a stick. Bestheimer's number 7, white. What a lucky guess. I already had a stick of grease paint. Ugh. No way was I touching those lights again. Ah! Damn, that's hot! What a jerk. It was so obvious that was going to happen. No way I could melt the paint in my hands. I needed something to melt it in. No way I could melt the paint in my hands. I needed something to melt it in. No way was I touching those lights again. The stage light was hot enough to melt the paint. As the grease paint melted, the smell of burning fat stung my nose, but at least it worked. Nico?
Yes, George?
Look, Nico, I heated up the grease paint and it melted.
For a second there, George, I had an image of you at kindergarten.
I sure was a messy kid, wasn't I? So, you don't think this melted grease paint is of any use?
Not for me.
A huge pile of counterweights for the trap door. If I hadn't given up going to the gym, I would have been able to lift them all. I stuck my hand into the box and grabbed a stick. Bestheimer's number 7, white. What a lucky guess. Stay away from me! I mean it! What the hell's up with this guy? Don't come in here! Stay away!
Somebody has put the fear of God into him.
Somebody, or something. And you know what? He's safe in there, and the thing is out here. Nope, not that way. Locked. Maybe from the other side?
Oh my God, George! Look at this!
Is that really necessary?
His chest has been just burned away.
I've seen dead bodies before, but this guy's a real award winner.
Ugh!
Ooh, looks like he had chicken for lunch.
Whatever could have caused this, George?
You've never eaten in an English restaurant?
Seriously.
I don't know. I'm a lawyer, not a pathologist. Ugh. I can't believe I'm gonna do this. As I searched his pockets, I could swear he was watching me, but someone else had beaten me to it. All I found was an empty card holder. The body had been badly mutilated. He wasn't carrying anything. He'd already been searched by someone else. With a hair grip and some foil from a chewing gum wrapper, I could have knocked together a rudimentary device to fuse the lock. Or I could find the card that opened the door. There wasn't a reason to try that. I thought about it, but decided not to do it. That wasn't the right approach. I could see no way to open the door. I was willing to bet the card reader would open it. All I had to do was find a card. It was the fuse box for the theater. It looked very old and very dangerous. It looked like a couple of the fuses had blown. There was only one fuse remaining. The support strut was wedged between the floor and the ceiling. It was holding up the floor of the room above. It looked as if it was holding up the ceiling. It had to be there for a reason. That wasn't the right approach. A very old ladder. Judging by the woodworm, a very dangerous one too. Trying to use that thing would be suicidal. I had no reason to try that. Now, that wasn't quite right. There wasn't a reason to try that. Nope, not that way. It was just a wig mannequin. The drawers in the dresser were empty. They looked as if they'd been emptied years ago. The drawers in the dresser were empty. Some kind of play script, in French. This wasn't the time to stop and read. Damn! The safe was locked, but on reflection, that was hardly a surprise. The rotting floor had begun to buckle under the weight. I worked out that the strut was supporting the safe in the room above. Some kind of play script, in French. It was an old metal safe. I wondered if there was anything inside. I guessed the strut was supporting the safe in the room above. The strut wouldn't budge. The friction from the floor was too great. It still wouldn't move. The friction from the floor was too great. I needed some sort of lubrication. I hoped the melted grease paint would work as a lubricant. Even with the added grease, I still couldn't shift it on my own. Hey, Nico, can you give me a hand here for a second?
Of course, George. What do you want me to do?
Help me pull this strut away from the ceiling.
That's pretty dangerous, George.
Just trust me, okay?
Very well. Oh, God!
That's one way to crack a safe.
You didn't say you were trying to crack my skull, too.
Just the usual slight miscalculation. You know me, Nico.
You wouldn't be you without it.
There were two things inside, a key card and some kind of amazing artifact. It had been hewn from stone. Strange crystals were embedded within it. My God! Nico, look at this!
What is it?
Whatever it is, Cesaro must think it's important. There was nothing left inside the safe. Hey, Nico, an elevator.
We've a choice of down or down.
You know, I've missed you.
I've missed you too.
Well, that's settled then. Shall we go? Look at this, Nico.
What is it, George?
It's some sort of symbol carved into the stone. They must have found it when they excavated this tunnel.
It looks like forked lightning. I wonder what it means.
Beats me. The stone looked heavy. I certainly wasn't going to pick it up. It was beautifully carved. It'd look great in my apartment. My God! Bruno was right.
George, it's beautiful. Who could have built something like this?
More to the point, what's it for?
There's a bridge out to the center.
Let's go see.
George, look at that.
Some kind of column of energy.
Dragon power?
Look inside.
Looks like a stone of some sort.
Wow. Held in place for thousands of years. Whoa! What the hell? Nico, did you see that?
I did, George, but I don't believe it.
Bizarre.
It likes you, George. George, what just happened? It was solid a moment ago.
I don't know. It's weird.
What did you take?
Just looks like a flat slab of rock with some kind of symbol like an omega on it.
So what's a slab of rock doing inside a column of strange power? And why couldn't I get it?
Beats me. Charisma?
Watch it, fella.
Seeing Nico again was a strange experience. She was more beautiful than I remembered. Not that I would have dared tell her so. Nico?
Yes, George?
So what do you think this thing is?
I have no idea.
Telephone to the spirit world? Want to speak to Elvis?
Tell him I'll call him later.
It felt good to see Nico again.
What the heck was that?
What's going on? Those guys are terrified. It's only one man. Why are they running?
George, quickly. Someone is coming up in the elevator.
Oh no, it's Cesaro.
Got his girlfriend too.
Nico, we don't have time to get past the elevator. Find somewhere to hide.
What is he doing here? How did he get past all the guards?
The men are weak. They don't understand what is at stake.
Wait here a moment. We shall see what happens next. Petra! There they are! Kill them!
Quick, George, this way!
I'm going to enjoy this.
Wait! We can talk!
Too late.
Wait! Wait! What the heck was that? What's going on? Those guys are terrified. It's only one man. Why are they running?
George, quickly. Someone is coming up in the elevator.
Oh no, it's Cesaro.
Got his girlfriend too.
Nico, we don't have time to get past the elevator. Find somewhere to hide.
What is he doing here? How did he get past all the guards?
The men are weak. They don't understand what is at stake.
Wait here a moment. We shall see what happens next. Petra! There they are! Kill them!
Quick, George, this way!
Not fast enough, Blondie.
Damn you!
George, I'll hold the doors to stop the elevator going back down. See if you can find another way of keeping the doors open.
Nope, not that way. I wondered if I should investigate. Then again, maybe not. That door wasn't going to open. I wasn't going to swap places with Nico. I needed to find a way to get us both out of there safely. I knew Harry wouldn't mind me using his bottle opener like this. Okay, Nico, you can let go.
Good thinking, George. George, where are you going? We have to get out of here.
Trust me, Nico, this way is safer. And I've got a friend waiting outside. So, where had Bruno disappeared to?
Mr. Stobart, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
My apologies, but I must take the key from you.
George!
Quickly, mademoiselle. We must get him somewhere safe.
They managed to open it.
Did they take?
They took everything.
That is highly inconvenient. Now we must retrieve it.
How shall I find them?
Do not worry. I know where they will go next.
What about this place?
Not important. Our work is finished here.
This Stobart, he has powers.
I know. It is disconcerting, but not a problem. Kill them for me, Petra. Both of them.
With pleasure.
He's coming round.
How can you tell?
No joking, please, Andre.
It was a big shock.
How do you think I felt when you brought him in here?
Ow!
Slowly, George.
I feel like somebody plugged me into the national grid.
You are one lucky bunny, George.
There's good news and bad news.
It usually is. Give me the good news first.
When you were attacked, you managed to steal something.
Mm-hmm. The bad news?
Your attacker stole the crystal artifact and got away.
That's not all the bad news, though, is it?
Oh, don't be silly, George. Andre and I are just good friends.
Very good friends.
Now, you don't change.
Nor you.
We don't need this, Andre. This is what you grabbed when you fell.
Weird. Have you worked out the markings?
They are quite baffling us.
We should pool our knowledge.
You're right, Nico. Bruno, would you like to bring these guys up to speed?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, recap what you know.
Oh, yes, of course. Yes, where shall I start?
Well, tell them about the dragon cult.
Ah, yes. The dragon cult was formed by Susaro after death of Grand Master at St. Ninians. He pulled together remnants of Neo-Templars and made them into his own organization.
Sounds like he should be thanking you, not trying to kill you.
He continues the work started by Grand Master, using what they call dragon energy for his own purposes.
This power is about to peak.
It runs in cycles, each 12,000 years long. The current cycle is reaching its zenith. Susaro knows where is the Temple of the Dragon. It contains the means to enhance the power build-up, an extraordinary device known as the Armillary.
What have you discovered, Andre?
It seems that Suzaro's utilizing the secrets of the Voynich manuscript.
But Vernon had only worked out part of it before he was killed.
He did find out that the Key of Solomon is somehow crucial to Suzaro's plan.
What are your thoughts, Nico?
I keep thinking about the diagram. Is it a convergence of ley lines?
It's possible, but I have never seen one like it.
This could be how Susaro found the location of the temple.
But yes, you are right.
What's the Key of Solomon?
It's an ancient book that's reputed to hold the wisdom of Solomon.
Ah, this is a falsehood. It is an ancient stone device encrusted with crystals.
Uh-oh.
That's the thing we took from the safe. It must have been one of Suzaro's men who stole it back.
Or a different group entirely.
But who?
Who knows? These people don't like appearing in the history books.
What's the purpose of the Key of Solomon?
Remember, I told you about the Temple of the Dragon?
The main power source.
There is a machine there. They call it the Armillary. Once it is running, the key is used to create a huge burst of dragon power.
If Suzaro's got the armillary running, why hasn't he used the key already? Why keep it in a safe in Paris?
Because you have to use the key at precisely the right moment. There is just a tiny door of opportunity.
You mean window?
A window? Not a door?
I know, it makes no sense.
Okay. The window lasts just a few days. Susaro is waiting for that window.
This stone we found at the theater.
Yes.
I've seen this exact symbol before.
My dear Georges, it is a Greek omega symbol. You're bound to have seen it before.
No, I mean this exact same style.
Of course. The Congo.
That's right, in the caves.
The slot in the wall.
Exactly. We got a lot of clues, but I think we've still got a way to go. The only solid lead we've got is the artifact and the jungle cave.
I think I know where this is heading.
You're right. The Congo.
Oh, I wanted to give the Jeep back, but I couldn't find no one to give it back to. So, I set up my own taxi company, just to keep busy, like.
Lucky we found you.
Yeah, very lucky.
Yep. You wouldn't get any of the locals driving up here. I'll stay here. Keep an eye open.
Turn the meter off, okay?
Ah, very funny.